The Ukraine-Russia war continues in full force. Peace has not yet been achieved. These Russian soldiers notice the drone coming to them and immediately enter the shelter. But it's not enough to save them. Equipped with large explosives, this drone completely destroys the shelter. Hundreds of Russian bunkers like this one are being destroyed. The attack of Ukrainian troops on Russian trenches continues not only from the air, but also on the ground. What you see in these images belongs to the 47th Mechanized Brigade. They are organizing an operation against trenches in the Kursk region with intense fighting unfolding as Ukrainian forces push forward. In this footage, Ukrainian soldiers are seen advancing under heavy fire, using tactical maneuvers to outflank Russian positions. The 47th Brigade, known for its precision and combat effectiveness, demonstrates its ability to coordinate both ground assaults and drone strikes seamlessly. As the battle rages on, Ukrainian troops manage to breach the first line of Russian defenses, forcing enemy soldiers to retreat or surrender. The operation highlights the strategic importance of the Kursk region, a key area in the ongoing conflict. Ukrainian forces are leveraging their superior tactics and morale to gain ground, while Russian troops struggle to hold their positions under relentless pressure. The use of FPV drones and artillery support plays a crucial role in neutralizing Russian defenses, allowing Ukrainian infantry to advance. The use of FPV drones and artillery support plays a crucial role in neutralizing Russian defenses, allowing Ukrainian infantry to advance. The explosives carried by drones are now so effective that they can even destroy a T-90 tank instantly. These tanks were Russia's most trusted tank, but their technology is not sufficient to prevent attacks from drones. There are no tanks that can do that. This time it's a tank trying to camouflage itself in the tree. It's actually very well hidden, but it can't escape the eyes of an experienced drone pilot. One of the most debated things is why the military units of the Russian army have been wandering around since the beginning of the war. The incredible lack of command in the army is constantly visible, but the reason for this is unknown. Ukrainian forces launch a daring assault on Russian positions. Under the cover of night, infantry units advance, supported by drone strikes and artillery fire. Explosions light up the battlefield as Ukrainian troops push forward, engaging in close combat. Despite fierce resistance, Russian defenses are breached, forcing a retreat. The operation marks another intense clash in the ongoing war, as both sides continue to fight for strategic control. The aftermath reveals destroyed fortifications and abandoned equipment as Ukrainian forces secure their gain. Russian troops caught off guard leave behind valuable supply. Drones continue to monitor the area, ensuring no counterattack is imminent. As the front lines shift, both sides prepare for the next inevitable clash in this brutal war. The FPV drone is after a Russian vehicle. The drone manages to catch him in a short time. The impact of the explosion reveals that this vehicle is loaded with ammunition. Moments of attack of a Ukrainian Bradley vehicle on a Russian infantry carrier. This American-made vehicle is one of the most effective armored vehicles used in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. Thanks to the different ammunition it can use, it works very efficiently in many areas. The most effective type of ammunition used is exploding bullet. A Russian mortar is destroyed by FPV drones. On the other hand, while Bradley continues to clear vehicles with intense firepower, Russian trenches are destroyed by FPV drones. Recent footage shows Ukrainian helicopters conducting low-altitude flights to avoid enemy radar and launching coordinated attacks on Russian positions. Ukraine has begun deploying combat helicopters in the ongoing war, marking a significant shift in its military strategy. These helicopters, including models like the Mi-24 Hind and Mi-8 Hip, are being used to support ground operations, conduct precision strikes, and provide close air support to Ukrainian troops on the front lines. These footage from Donetsk, the most violent region of the war. As two Russian battleships raiding Ukrainian positions give Ukrainian soldiers a hard time, but this does not last long. Ukrainian FPV drones weaken them with kamikaze strikes. They don't seem to have been affected by the initial attack. Soon, Ukraine launches rocket launcher attacks. While one of the armored vehicles is disabled, the other one is trying to escape. But before they can get too far, another drone attack comes. This time, the vehicle is too damaged to move. Another kamikaze drone attack is coming to the Russian armored vehicle, which cannot move because its tracks are damaged. At the end of this attack, the Russian soldier inside gets out and escapes. The Russian soldier manages to survive the attacks on him. But this time, the vehicle is completely destroyed by a large explosive. The soldier who got out of the vehicle and escaped, of course, has no chance of survival in such a place, because he is now an open target. The war between Ukraine and Russia seems to have reached a dead end. International reactions and efforts to resolve the conflict through diplomatic negotiations add another layer of complexity to the situation. Both sides are deeply entrenched and the battlefield dynamics continue to change on a daily basis. The world is closely watching the Russia-Ukraine war, which has far-reaching implications for global security and stability. Stay informed with the latest updates on the conflict, frontline developments, and in-depth analysis.